Hello, good people. What's going on? Good evening from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Sorry, good morning. 12:30. I always forget the time. Today, I'm gonna do actually finish up two episodes of four fragrances. Yes, it's complicated, but I'll tell you. So this fragrance is basically, as you can see from title, Happyland Studio. This is actually sort of like a niche, or I think it's a niche slash indie house, and it's a house that produce a lot of fragrances. I have covered so far four, and these are all courtesy of my dear brother Ahnauf Tahmid. Tahmid Bhai is one of my brothers from Bangladesh, fellow Bangladeshi YouTuber. He also reviews fragrances. He lives in Chittagong and UK. He collected some samples and he was so generous. He sent me 8 samples. I think 8 samples here, four there, four, and I covered four. Today I'm gonna do the rest four. It took a long time, but yeah, today I'm doing it, and actually I gave myself push to finish up all my remaining reviews because I have new plans to start on Facebook platform. I'll discuss with you soon. So the fragrance I covered so far were Care Cafe, Care Cafe, the Leather Cafe, then Blue Fire. Check out my reviews. I'll leave the link below. And then I think the Signature, one of their more popular ones. And the last one I did was Plum Loco. I love this absolutely. You guys know. So my scent of the night, let me go with I Love New York for holidays, I think. Or which one is it? I forget. The names are not there. So basically, I Love New York. Yeah. So for all, I guess. Yeah, for all. So I was wearing Amouage Interlude Man during dinner, but let's try this one. Okay, I'm gonna go with my hand. This is basically a very milky, gourmand cafe sort of a fragrance. I just love it. Discontinued, very hard to find. I should have got a big bottle, but yeah, that's the stuff. That's right there. That's the spot. You can almost get orgasmic with this perfume, but you need like a little bit mature nose. If you like fragrances like Amin, like by Thierry Mugler, you would appreciate that. So let's try some Happyland Studio fragrances, okay? So these are official samples of, I believe, 10 mls, and I actually did go through some of the samples. I have two here. I'll review these first. So let me start with Barbershop, okay? Barbershop is here on the paper. This fragrance, I think, I forgot exactly how many mls, 30, 50 mls, or I think it was like 50 mls most probably. I forgot exactly, I forgot to check, but the perfumes are pretty reasonably priced. The bottles are nothing to brag about. Nice bottles, simplistic bottle with a sticker, but they have color combination, different coloration, different fragrance, very creative. Okay, so one thing I want to say that I do not know the owner personally, and EJ Wells, I don't know him in person, but I saw in certain groups that he was unwell recent times, and I'm really happy that he came out. I do not know him, but I wish him fully speedy recovery, and I hope he comes back much stronger, give us more fragrances. Okay, so God bless, and we pray for you. Okay, the owner. So here's Barbershop on dry down. Let me spray this and talk about this perfume. Okay, so this perfume is one fragrance. I start with least favorite and I'm going towards more favorite. This is one fragrance I do not like. Okay, I'll just be straight up honest with you. It does not mean it's a bad fragrance. You might try it, you might like it. It has this off-putting dark animalic leather tone, and the leather, it's accompanied by, I think there is a musk or lavender or something in this. Barbershop usually are fougere, so could be lavender or some other notes, but it has this citrusy, very sharp, animalic sort of leather. It's like old boots, old belts, or say coat that is made from, say, bear or something. I don't know. So the leather is kind of like a brown leather, very old school, classic. Even Azaro Purom, like the classic, it smells much more pleasant, or like you can stomach it. But this is a very daring fragrance. You need very cold weathers and you need very accurate taste to be able to rock this. This is not my cup of tea, so I would call this a pass. Longevity is good from this. All the fragrances do last long time, but this is a Barbershop. I would pass. I would go for Pakuraban or Azaro Purom or something like of Drakkar Noir, or maybe let's say YSL. Is it Jazz? YSL has one fragrance. I forgot the name. YSL has what's the fragrance called? Kuros. Can't remember at this point. There was one fragrance, Rive Gauche. Yes, that one. It's more pleasant. This is very masculine. You really need like chest hair. About 40 plus men, I think, appreciate this. I'll call this a pass. So overall, out of 10, I'll give this like a 4 out of 10. Good quality fragrance, but not to my taste. So I'll go with the second one, and then we'll go for second episode, okay? So second one, I'm gonna go with Green Irish Tobacco, and the name is just awesome. I love it. It's a green juice, green sticker, and I think I have better things to say about this one. So when you smell it for the first time, you get hit with the name, first of all, Green Irish. You guys know Green Irish Tweed is by Creed. And then the tobacco, there is a fragrance called Tom Ford Tobacco Vanille. If you actually basically put them together, this is what you end up with. And I really give kudos to him for creating such a beautiful fragrance, because you get two in one. Perhaps you can consider this as a clone or a, inspired expression, but let me spray this and tell you what to expect, okay? So this perfume, the opening, it's kind of like Green Irish Tweed, but I wouldn't say it's a Green Irish Tweed. I mean, up top, there's something green, grassy, vetiver thing going on. It's fresh, spring-like, spring soap, but not exactly Green Irish Tweed. I do not like Green Irish Tweed. You guys know that. It's not my favorite Creed. I could never see the reason why it's hyped so highly in community. I did not like it. So that's just me, but it's a great fragrance. It's one of the top sellers in Creed, big favorites in community. But this one does not give me the Green Irish Tweed vibe. It gives me sort of like a green, more pleasant. This is much more pleasant opening than Green Irish Tweed. Hands down, Green Irish Tweed is just no citrus, lemon verbena, the grassy, vetiver, whatever notes in there. It's very, very, to me, Green Irish Tweed seems like a very fragrance without a soul, And there's no citrus, there's no sweetness. It's very difficult to like that one. You really have to love it, like to say good things about it. This one, it's like much more pleasant, You can definitely see some green, but slowly it goes away after 10-15 minutes. It becomes almost like tobacco vanille, and much more wearable version of it. I like tobacco vanille, but it's very heavy. This one you can definitely get a vibe of Green Irish Tweed, greenness, plus that tobacco vanilla sort of like, yeah, it's very pleasant, it's very wearable, very, very lovely. I would give this like a 8.5 out of 10. I really like this, okay? So this one he wore a lot, Brother Tahmid, he wore a lot of it, right? So you can see it's his favorite. This is my favorite too. So thanks for watching, guys. Time to move on to the next two videos. Thanks for watching, and hopefully watch the next episode as well. Take care. Bye-bye.